Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Trump's triumphant return to Twitter. Because he tweeted. He tweeted. I know that a lot of people probably are not aware, but the former president does still maintain an account on Twitter. He just hasn't used it in quite some time. But that changed today. At 8:38 p.m. He tweeted out his mugshot. And it says, mugshot, August 24th, 2023. And then it says, election interference, never surrender. And then it has the name of some website. Election interference, never surrender. That's a bizarre thing to put on a tweet. Those words are meant to energize his base. Because he still has a base. He still has people who are definitely still under his spell and are rejecting reality because he says so. And understand, if you don't look at that and think that there's just something really wrong with it, you're probably one of those people under his spell. Election interference, never surrender. That's his command to you. But it's not a command he'd follow, because let's be super clear about this. He made this tweet after he surrendered for an indictment alleging election interference. If you didn't catch that, if you are somebody who is still supportive of the former president and you did not catch that, he has you. That's the extent to which he can get people to reject reality. Never surrender. But he did. That's what that's called. It's self-surrender. And to be clear, that was the right move. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have done that. That was probably one of the smartest moves he'll ever make. But putting this message out right after, it shows two things. One, that he believes his base is incapable of critical thought. And the fact that he wasn't immediately called on it by his base shows that, to some degree, he might be right. I'm glad he likes this photo, though. I don't think he would have tweeted it out if he didn't like it. He was very concerned about his image, which is good. It's good that he likes it, because this is a legacy. This is his legacy. This is what he will be remembered for. That image is the one that will be in history books, not any others. A man who spent his entire life slapping his name on everything so he would have a legacy. A man who, when he was in office, started that giant vanity project down on the southern border. That useless wall was supposed to be his legacy, but it won't be. This is his legacy. Because the one thing that we know, based on this tweet, is that he hasn't changed. So, the actions from here on out for him, they're going to reinforce that image. Never surrender, he says. Election interference, he says. When I first read it, I actually thought, like, that was the charge. Mugshot, this date, election interference. I thought that's how he was classifying what he surrendered for. And then I got to the part that said never surrender, and I realized he was just warping reality for his base. All this time, and there are still people who will look at that image and think, yeah, that's my guy. He'd never lie to me. Anyway, It's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.